Okay. One big subject we have to talk about. We wanted to talk about this last week because this broke last week, but none of us were here doing this podcast last week. So we're here this week.
Can we feel the hate generated right now?
Talking about
very important
net neutrality. So Comcast hints at plans for paid fast lanes after net neutrality repeal.
Well, this is just one of the stories.
Yeah.
Is Comcast Cox?
No.
They're
Comcast is
Comcast.
different. That's a whole nother. So Comcast kind of hinted at,
Well, before you go, explain what net neutrality is very subtly.
So, net neutrality was introduced in 2015.
Did he hit it again?
You said it wrong.
Neutrality. Neutrality.
Neutrality.
Can't even talk right. Anyway.
Nutella.
It was introduced in 2015, and basically it makes the internet to where people cannot regulate it. Like, they can't go, well, we're going to get Netflix a whole bunch of bandwidth and we're going to give YouTube 0. They can't do that. And this was introduced in 2015 for a good reason, because we don't want people like Comcast doing that.
Nope.
Or do we want them taking it a step higher, which is why this was implemented in the first place, because companies were already hinting at doing it. Is we don't want them going, oh, you want to go on YouTube, I see. Well, hey, that'll be an extra $10 a month. Oh, you want Facebook? Oh, that's $5 a month.
It'll be like a cable service.
Yeah.
Where you're paying for HBO and stuff.
They were already hinting at this beforehand, so this is, in a sense, part of the reason why it was implemented. Not to mention numerous other reasons why the net will not remain free anymore. And we need to do this. And not just because these greedy dirtbags are going to make a ton of money by doing this, because if they do this, the web's going to get a whole lot darker. If you don't even know what the dark web is, dark web is an interesting place. It is kind of like the Wild West of the internet. We're going to get into how to get there and whatnot. You can figure out that right yourself. I'm sure you can just Google it. But most people will strafe toward the dark web to an Wild West, where all kinds of very disturbing things happen.
Yeah.
And people find you and whatnot. And you don't want your kids on that. Trust me. The internet we have is very good. The websites that we rely on are very good at monitoring their traffic and making sure they're standard and whatnot. We don't want people having to go to the dark web just to actually get what they want. Our internet works very well, and it's free, and it's very vibrant, and we want to keep it that way. We want to keep net neutrality. So make sure to call up your congressman and let them know that they better not vote this out of, because it's going to be very, very bad thing.
Yeah.
And these are images of kind of what it could look like.
Yes.
Where you get, like, it's literally like a cable service.
Yeah.
Like, the last one was showing like a base rate of $39.95, and then you pay $5 for social media, $5 to be able to stream movies on Netflix, $5 to be able to play games and stuff like that. This one is more like a bundle package where for $40 you get all the local channels.
Yeah.
And then for $44.99 you get to use Google and Yahoo and Gmail. Google, one of the main things you just use every day, you have to pay for.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And then for $50 a month, you use all the social media included.
Yeah.
That's just...
Yeah. Which...
crazy.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of reasons why we do not want this going away, people. Make sure you pick up that phone, call up your congressman, and scream as loud as you can through the phone.
And you tell them you will not vote for them.
Well, the main reason why you guys don't want this to happen is because you won't be able to watch us.
Well, we don't know. We can't make speculation of what's going to happen. But we can tell it's not going to be what it is today. We can show you what the possibilities of the future that could happen. It ain't going to happen right away, but they are going to happen.
I'm living in space, guys.
Yeah.
Hell with everybody.
So this is India's roadmap, but this is how it is today, and this is how they want to make the internet. So we've got, all the services, and then all the things you want to do with it, and then the internet, and then it goes to there, and they call them TSPs.
Yeah, yeah.
And then over here, the TSPs will block certain services.
Yes.
Before it gets through.
Yeah.
To you. That's just
no.
No,
sucks.
we do not want that. We want to keep the internet free the way it's meant to be.
And one of the big thing that drives me crazy is the guy who's doing it. What was his name?
I don't remember, but
Jet Pat or something like that.
Yeah, he's part of Verizon.
He used to be a lawyer for Verizon.
Yes.
He's pocketing the money.
Oh yeah, it's all about money in the end.
It's all about money.
It really
all
is.
about money.
And so this is something we do not want to happen, people. So make sure you absolutely scream at your senator and tell them, hey, you're not getting that seat next year if you vote for this. You will not have a job. So make sure you tell them, because that will get them to go, oh, okay. We won't vote for that. We'll leave it alone. But we got to keep on it, because in a sense, me and Grim did talk about this beforehand, and he's worried that eventually it is going to push through, and that's true if we sit back and let it happen. But every time this comes up, we got to pay attention and make sure it doesn't happen. I don't think it's going to happen this time, but it doesn't mean you can just sit there and not call your congressman. It does mean you have to call your congressman.
Yeah, this guy, FCC Chairman Pay.
Yeah, you have to call your state representative. You have to.
Yeah, we don't want this to happen. This is really bad.
And every time this comes up, you have to. We have to keep the internet free. Do not let it go down in a giant ball of.
And one thing that they came out with recently is they came out with their diagrams and saying no, it's still gonna be free. There's just things that we're changing to make it better for you, which is just all lies.
Oh yeah, it's all lies. They want to slowly implement. They're not going to do it immediately, obviously.
Yeah, well, it's going to take time.
Yeah, they're going to implement like one little thing after another, and then like 10 years pass, and all of a sudden the net is like what we just showed you.
Yeah.
So,
no, I'm going to go in space.
No.
This guy is a villain.
Yes, that's the guy.
According to what was it? What we were watching? Angry Joe Show.
Angry Joe Show.
Here's the guy. Here's the guy that's trying to take away your internet.
Yes.
We needed to stop him. His chiclet teeth.
His chiclet teeth. Yes, we do need to absolutely stop him. So do not forget. Call your congressman, call your statesman, call whoever, and scream at them. Just scream at them. I don't care. Yes, I'm saying scream at them because they need to know.
Yeah.
It's going to make things just difficult. We're trying to cut the cords, and they're trying to bring the cords back.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're trying to keep it our own world here. We don't need them encroaching on our world.